Are we streaming and we should have audio now? Okay. Okay. I'm break it eventually. I'll tear it up eventually.
Good?
Should be good, right?
We're good. We're good.
YouTube log in. You got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, you got it.
I might need to get the deck, scoreboard going.
Okay, we're good.
Coach, how you, man? Leo, what you up to? A rare appearance up in the press box.
And we're back here for another edition of Cougar Baseball, second round of the playoffs. Our Cougars versus Mag Heights. Mag Heights that have put us out of the playoffs the last 5 years. Mag Heights, who is 12-time state champion, looking to make it 13. Your Cougars looking to get over the hump. And a beautiful day for baseball here in Mendenhall. Cougars record on the year 20-11. Going to have an uphill battle tonight. But it really comes down to, can we pitch it well enough, and can our entire lineup be productive?
Right. Well, when you face a team of this caliber, the old phrase go, to be the man, you got to beat the man. We need to see the absolute best. This is the culmination of the entire season. We need to see the absolute best from our guys. Pitching, hitting, base running, fielding. We need a complete, solid game from all guys.
I couldn't have said it any better. So we will make way for Landry Adcock.
Leading off, pitching, number 3, Cole Prosek. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 11, Trey Miller. Batting third, catching tonight, number 13, Ethan Barnes. Batting fourth, DH, number 21, Preston Sowell. He will be DHing for the second baseman, number 22, Carter Drumheller. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 9, Quincy Pratt. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 2, Shaw Coley. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 15, Jack Price. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 7, Leland Weldon. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 14, Braden Buford. Now for the starting lineup for your Simpson Academy Cougars. Leading off, playing center field, number 1, Braden Duncan. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 10, Barrett McKinney. Batting third, playing second base, number 9, Ben Kennedy. Batting fourth, catching tonight, number 12, Chase Adcock. Batting fifth, DHing tonight, number 5, Gage Smith. pitcher tonight, number 21, Hayes Algie. Batting 6, playing third base, number 18, Hendricks McGee. Batting 7, playing first base, number 15, Bryce Williams. Batting 8, playing right field, number 17, Brady McGee.
And we're back after that beautiful rendition. Oh, back on.
Leading off for the Chiefs, number 3, Cole Prosek.
Cole Prosek to lead it off. Had a big game against us last year here. Ole Miss signee. Hayes Algie on the mound. And Algie runs that one up to 85.
Okay.
Juiced up. We'd love to see it. Huge game. No balls and a strike here. Ball up. Hayes is running it up there. 87 miles an hour right there.
miles per hour.
2-1. Swing and a miss. And fastball hit line to right field for a single. But Drew, you like to see that from Hayes.
Yeah.
Lighting the gun up pretty good. I mean, if he can stay 85, 87, we got something, you know.
Exactly right.
With his location, you know, this is something that we have needed and have talked about all year. And love to see that out of Hayes. You know, you always think, hey, game 2 starter, you can come back with Ben, who's 83, 84, 85.
Right.
You know, and now we got at least enough velocity where you're in the ballpark to be able to blow something by a lot of the hitters in the lineup. Prosek with a single, pinch runner, courtesy runner for him at first. Have a lineup change, a welcome back from the disabled list, Gage Smith, DHing today after, 4 weeks off. They're squaring to bunt, and he did, so that'll be a strike. And 85 miles an hour on the corner. Good spot
Yeah, look, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Hayes right now. You know, most of the year he sat around 81, 82, and suddenly, you know, coming out of the gate here, adrenaline's pumping. You know, right now he's sitting 84, 85. You know,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
you said,
I don't-
he's
I don't
touched 87.
Yeah, I don't think has he thrown one under 85?
Yeah, he's through.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
84.
Okay.
But he's hit 86, 85, 87, you know.
And look, with his control and the way that he pitches, and we talked about this, he really, I mean, if he's got this type of velocity, we really could get some outs because he really does a good job of working the strike zone and
Right. I mean, he's an excellent pitcher, not just a thrower, but a pitcher. He can pitch really well, locate, and you know, keep him off balance.
And another line, base hit to left. Good piece of hitting there by the Chiefs. And so runners at first and second here. And change in the lineup, also change in the fielding alignment. You have Kennedy, who has played third base all year. He's been moved to second. Hendricks McGee, who's been the typical DH, he has moved to third to make room for Gage.
Yeah, and I think Coach Case is just trying to put the most bats that he can into the order. I think he felt like just moving Ben into that second spot and putting
70 miles.
that's a good pitch. Right
A really good pitch right by Hayes.
And then putting Hendricks at third, allowing Gage to DH because we, you know, really missed his bat. Just giving us some, you know, opportunities to, you know, have some firepower.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's the right move.
71 miles per hour.
And just a
Just
bit
missed that
outside.
one, yeah.
But Hayes looks like he's got pretty good control here. Let's see if we can't get a ground ball somewhere.
Yep. Really good movement on that, and if we can work that just a touch further in and just live there, he'll have a good night.
83
And fastball inside corner, foul tipped for strike two.
I'd say go back to that breaking ball.
And fastball fouled. Looks like Williams has enough room. Good job. Great play by Bryce. And good throw back in to the third baseman to stop the tag, potential advancement on that foul pop-up. Really good job, Bryce, of drifting back and making a great play right there.
Yep.
And that shows his athleticism, you know.
Very rangy, you know, senior, able to move around, very flexible, and did a really good job tracking that down and, of course, getting that ball back in to keep him from advancing.
83 miles per hour.
And ball
15
one.
miles per hour.
So 1-0, one out here in the top of the first.
85 miles.
And just nicked him, and that'll be a hit by pitch. Just ran up inside and just nipped him there.
Now batting number 9, Quincy Pratt.
And Quincy Pratt up. A long line of good players with the last name Pratt. I'm sure he's one of them as well. He's their 5-hole hitter.
This is Quincy Pratt. He's committed to Ole Miss.
Yeah, Landry. You know, he's our spotter, and he always knows where all these guys are going. Pratt has committed to Ole Miss, so probably a pretty good player here. Bases loaded. Let's see if nice pitch right there by Hayes. Curveball on the inside corner. See if we can't get a bouncer back to Hayes right here. A little 1-2-3. And fastball, snap throw, got him. Yes, sir. And Adcock has been great at that all year, kind of spotting him out of the corner of his eye, peripheral vision, got him leaning, and what a huge out here in the first inning. So
absolutely, that is a momentum-changing play right there.
Absolutely. 0-2 was fastball, swung through, and then snap throw to third, got him. So all of a sudden, we're one pitch away from getting out of this inning unscathed. Hayes steps off. A little uncomfortable with the lead at second base. And curveball should be an easy play. And good job by McGee. Looked like he was going to take the force at second. Kennedy might not have got there in time. Didn't feel comfortable making that throw.
Yeah.
Flipped his hips and made a good peg to first for the third out.
Good job by Hendricks right there. You know, he was coming up, kind of pulling him that direction. He was going to make that throw. Ben wasn't quite there yet, so he went ahead and went across the diamond to get that out. So, look, really big inning right there.
Absolutely huge inning right there. Bases loaded, less than 2 outs, and they do not get a run. And, you know, like I said, I like what I see from Hayes, running it up there to 87.
Oh, yeah.
Curveball's got some bite. You know he's going to nibble on the corners. Mm-hmm. It looks like he has got good stuff. So, you know, hopefully that can continue here. And what I want to see from our lineup is I want to see a concerted effort of, hey, work it. If we get runners on, let's find a way to situationally hit.
I think the key word here is approach. I think we need to see a deliberate approach by each player, each at bat. Very deliberate, locked in, methodical approach by each of our guys. You know, just don't take hacks for the sake of hacking. Let's, you know, get on, get over, and get in. You know, try not to, you know, 10 run them in the first inning, but you know, just run here, run there.
That's right.
Quality at bats.
I agree. I think you hit it on the head with the approach. I mean, that's the word of the day, word of the inning. You know, and our seniors need to be seniors today. They need to have a sense of urgency. I know we talked about it last week, just like dead and just kind of slogging their way through.
Energy,
just waiting on somebody. That's right, waiting on somebody else to do it instead of taking it. And tonight we're not going to do that. We're not going to be able to do that.
Right.
And speaking of, Duncan been a solid leadoff hitter all year long. And laced one down the line. Oh, that's a fair ball. He called it foul. It looked like it was fair. Holy cow. Man, that looked fair. Was it? Whew. I thought it was fair, but Don thought it was foul. Shoot, I thought it was fair. Golly. So foul by inches down there. And golly, that would have been a huge leadoff at bat right there. My goodness. And tried to overthrow there after Duncan turned that little spinner around.
87.
87-mile-an-hour fastball right there, in about 50 feet. And there it is, a base hit. Base hit, and look, I like Duncan's approach. You hadn't seen that from him much, just more aggressive, you know.
Yeah, excellent
First
approach.
pitch hanger, hammered it down the line. You know,
McKinney.
I like that. I mean, very, very aggressive. Selectively aggressive, but not just going to sit here and take pitches and get behind the count.
Exactly right.
So now what can we do here? McKinney needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Quick throw,
don't do too much here.
That's right.
Play, you just play within yourself, Barrett.
Have a good solid at bat here.
Exactly.
We don't have to have a 8-run homer. We'd love a 2-run.
We will definitely take that.
Yeah, but I mean, a good pitch right there, 88 miles an hour on the corner.
Yeah, I spit on that too. I wouldn't want to mess with that on 0-0.
And Duncan back with relative ease, but I like the lead for Duncan. I like our base runners having to dive back, put pressure on that pitcher when he gets set. That was close. He needs to dig it out in there. It looked like he slipped trying to dive back. Find the bottom of that dirt right there. And ball just a bit outside, maybe a bit up. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. I wouldn't anticipate Duncan running here with McKinney up in the 2-hole. I think it'd be, if Gage was here, I think it'd be a great situation. But 89 miles an hour. But look, that pitch was right. It was very, very hittable. Chest high. McKinney just swung through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Snap throw to first. So McKinney just got to widen out, find the barrel. And just missed that one. He was all over that pitch right there. This is good versus good. And blew it by him right there for strike 3.
Now batting, number 9, Ben Kennedy.
So Ben Kennedy up. One out here in the bottom half of the first. That's about the 8th pick move. Over there to Duncan. And that tells you how. And look, good swing by Ben, and he's consistently 88, 89. If you're, if it's middle of the plate, that's a very hittable ball. But you hate to get behind.
Right.
But a good swing by Kennedy there. Bad jump, and Duncan's going to get thrown out there with relative ease. Braden just didn't get a very good jump right there. And look, it was a very clean transition and throw there by the catcher, and really well executed by the Chiefs. And Ben just missed that one. That was a fastball right down the middle. Now, the speed, though, it makes it difficult, even if the location is not great. 88, 89. If it's middle of the plate, it's still can be a difficult ball to hit just because of the velocity. And curveball just outside, and Prosek wanted it, but it was out. And a little chirping in the Chiefs dugout. Blue did not like that.
No.
Fouled down the right field line. So 2 balls, 2 strikes for Kennedy. Nothing. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And good job to stay alive right there by Ben. Hard foul ball down the right field line. Sly McNulty sprinting down to get the foul ball. Good job by him.
90
And another good job by Kennedy. Spoils that 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
Foul balls this season are sponsored by B&B Glass Repair.
miles per hour.
Change up gets Kennedy for the third out here. So no runs, one hit, no errors. Cougars 0, Chiefs 0. We'll take a quick break and return after these messages from our sponsors.
And SCA Cougar live stream. Go Cougars.
This is Chris Curley of Main Street Realty. We would like to thank our customers for the support over the last 17 years as we've served you. We now have locations in Richland as well as McGee, serving a 5-county area. We have a team of experienced agents here to help you with all your real estate needs. We can be reached at our McGee office at 601-849-3226 and in our Richland office at 601-326-3030. We look forward to the opportunity to serve you.
Family owned and family run. Zips Restaurant has been providing McGee with great food.
83
Catch it. Catch it. Good. And we're back. And just to speed you up here, ground ball.
Button on there. It clears it.
Joe, you left your phone where? All right.
We're back on, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't have to go through.
And we're back.
Right.
Bouncer to Bryce for the third out. And look, a super efficient inning right there by Hayes. Really good job.
Really good.
Yeah.
You know, this team, this Magnolia Heights team, they are solid throughout, well coached, very talented guys, and we're going toe to toe with them every stretch of the way right here through these first 2 innings.
Yeah, hopefully we can manufacture some base runners. And look, we don't have to be special. We just got to be situational.
Right.
Like we talked about, you know, Duncan with the leadoff single. Well, honestly, I mean, you don't want to take the bat out of Barrett's hands, but with 2 strikes, hey, let's change the approach.
Right.
Let's try to advance him. Let's try to do something. Let's try to get him moving on a hit and run maybe with somebody like Barrett, which, again, you don't want to take him out. Look, that looked outside. Good frame job right there, but that looked a little outside. I do like the home plate ump's zone. He's tight,
85 miles per
but starts out 0-2 on Chase. Yeah. So no balls, 2 strikes here.
86
And fastball. Chase fouls it off. Look, 0-2, tough count to hit in.
78 miles per
And got him on the changeup, it looked like right there. So next up, Gage Smith has been out for a month. This is first AB back.
Gage Smith.
Hitting .611 on the year. Yes, you heard me correct. .611. So a huge addition back to the lineup here with Gage. And for a strike. But just to have his presence in the lineup, his speed, his athleticism, and they're busting him in.
miles per hour.
Oh, that's a foul ball. So foul ball. So it looks like they're setting up in on Gage 2 times.
Yeah, he's really inside on he's on his back hip.
Umpire's fine already.
He done that.
Yeah.
Fair. That means time.
And so 0-2 here. Let's see if they go back, looking to go back inside, and they are.
88 miles.
And they got him, 88-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside corner. So McGee up, 2 outs in the inning.
Hendricks McGee.
You know, they're trying to work in on every hitter.
Per hour.
This inning.
And we've talked about that some this season about seeing pitchers being able to do that.
And well hit to right. And not a bad at bat right there by
No,
Hendricks.
not bad at all. But seeing pitchers who are able to have that much command and confidence to bust up a batter inside like that consistently, that takes some talent.
Yeah. Yep. We just need Hayes to keep filling it up, keep getting ground ball outs.
Right.
And we just need to keep playing solid behind him and trust that in one of these innings we're going to bust through and get a few runs across the plate. So end of the second inning, nothing. As we move to the third inning. Mag Heights swept Wayne Academy last week. 7-2 in game 1. I don't know what the final was in game 2 other than they 10-runned them. Mag Heights got no hits, so, they're very, very formidable like they always are. But we're pretty good too. Year in and year out. This year, our pitching has been good, but velocity, as you go into this game, you think, well, our velocity, will it be able to keep the Mag Heights hitters at bay? But with Hayes reaching up into 85 territory, 86, 87, he's pitching last inning 83, 84. That's enough to keep him at bay if he's on his game and he's
Right.
hitting spots, he's
And
utilizing his off speed.
can locate.
That's right. Hopefully he can keep that going here as we move into the top of the third inning. Prosek back up for the Chiefs.
80 miles per hour.
Ball just a bit outside there.
85 miles per hour.
And ball, 85-mile-an-hour fastball. That's pretty close. And just a bit outside, and that's a ball. But I mean, he's hitting the spot or close to it. It's just right off of the black out there. So 3-0, and that'll be ball 4. And so
Coming to the plate for the Chiefs, number 11, Trey Miller.
Trey Miller up, single his last at bat. And just missing outside a little bit. Maybe trying to be a little too perfect right there. But 1-0 to the hitter. And there you go. Fastball for a strike. $84-mile-an-hour fastball. And very good pitch right there by Hayes. 83-mile-an-hour fastball in the corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And ball just a bit inside. And
Hit ball.
yep, base hit in the left center field gap. Duncan corrals it and throws it in. Another good piece of hitting by Miller. Too good at bats just to take it where it's pitched. A line drive to left, and there a line drive to left center.
Now batting number 13, Ethan Barnes.
Barnes up. He popped out to first base last at bat.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to have him bunting here. If I had to make a bet, and well hit to deep left, and Walker kind of got tied up, and it bounced over his head, and that'll be a stand-up double. And in a game like this, that ball probably has to be caught. Is it asking Walker to make a great play, a good play? It probably is, but
yeah, it's asking him to make a good play, but that's what we have to have.
That's right.
You got to make some plays tonight that are not just
and
common.
that's a makeable play.
Right.
If he drops his hip and turns and runs, he kind of got twisted and
read it off the bat immediately and say, hey, look, that's screaming this way. I need to go ahead and get behind the baseball a little bit.
And look, that's kind of a hard ball because if it's directly at you, it takes just a second to figure out the depth of it,
Right.
and then he kind of got twisted and it just got over his head. But again, nice hit, good piece of hitting by Barnes, and certainly it would have been an extremely tough play for Cade to come down with. But in a game like this, we just got to find ways to make some of those plays.
We just have to find it. But now back to the task at hand. We got runners at second and third with no out. And, need to see Hayes here battling 0-2 and search that first out, try to limit the damage here. And I feel like it'll be a big win if we can limit the runs here to just one, maybe two runs with this situation.
Ball up. So one ball, two strikes here to the hitter. And curveball hit to center. Duncan's got it, just cut it. And good job right there to get the first out. It did play to run, kept the runner at second, and now we just need to take advantage of it and get two outs here and keep that runner from scoring and limit the damage, like you said, to just two.
Right. And I think you made a really good point in our last game that 2-3 runs is not bad. 4 is makeable because you said it just takes one pitch to erase that 4-run.
And we saw that,
and we did.
We saw that last week in the Bio game.
And so, limiting these runs here would be crucial. 2 runs in a situation like that would be, in my mind, I take that as a win.
Yeah, absolutely. No balls and a strike. Good first pitch right there by Hayes. Pratt fouled it back. Not a bad spot. That was where Chase was setting up there and just missed on the outside. And ball hit deep to left, and that ball is gone. So a 2-run home run there by Pratt, and that's going to extend the lead now to 4. And just like that, we're in it, and now they've put some separation between us and them. I was, in my mind, I was hoping that 4 wins would clear for us today. I mean, four runs. You know, I thought that was, in my mind, hey, we can maybe get to 4 runs against this pitcher. Now we got an uphill battle. We got to just fight.
Yeah, it does change it a little bit, obviously, and again, we're still in it. I'm not saying.
Oh, absolutely.
That we're out of it, but like you said, the difficulty does amp up a good deal when you are facing a team like this and a pitcher that can bring it up to 88 miles an hour. Runs are going to be tough to come by because not only do they have a good pitcher, they got a really good defense too. They don't really have many quote unquote weaknesses at many spots here. So we really need our bats to come through, which we've seen them time and time before do it. We just need to answer the call here.
That's right.
But first, we got to get through this inning.
That's right. And look, you can hold them to 4 and chip away us early enough.
Right. Coach Case went out there just check on him and make sure he's regroup him. And
I think if you're Coach Case, you got to ride with Hayes for as long as you can.
You can. You have to.
It's just where we are with our pitching. Nice pitch right there.
Yeah, well, Hayes is at the 46, 47 pitch mark. So, I mean, he's used up, I think, for the week. So, he's too good of a pitcher to pull out, that quick. So,
yeah. And look,
I'll leave him in.
If you think about this inning, can we make the play in left? I mean, I think we can.
Yeah.
A couple of base hits. A walk, but it's not like it's just been clean baseball.
It has.
Outside of the and it was still been an incredible play by Cade.
Yeah,
if
right.
he makes that play. So we just got to get through it and get out of this inning and try to get some runs back.
83 miles per hour.
Ball just missed outside. I think Hayes wanted that one, but it was out.
Yeah, I think he might have missed his spot a little bit too, and it kind of pulled Chase out, so it looked further out too than it really was. So it was a ball.
Oh, nice pitch right there. Yep, nice breaking ball right there to get the strikeout in the second out of the inning.
Batting for the Chiefs, number 15, Jack Price.
Good job right there to bounce back from Hayes's.
Yeah. Excellent response.
Yeah,
Excellent response.
home run, and then he gets the guy out on a strikeout, very next hitter. So you like to see that.
Good response and a good timeout by Coach Case to kind of reset him and
69 miles per hour.
say what you want to about Mag Heist. They are really, really sound at the plate. You don't see them swinging at junk, and you got to throw at them. They don't chase.
81 miles per hour.
And off the helmet, so that'll be ball 4. I'm sorry, ball 4. That'll be hit by pitch.
It counts. Still based on balls, based on hit by pitch.
Now batting number 7, Leland Weldon.
So Weldon up. 8-hole hitter here. Going through watching their lineup, it doesn't feel like they're as formidable as they have been. Now, obviously, they've still got good hitters throughout the top half.
I should say the top, I think it was the top 2 or 3 have had really good ABs. And
then, obviously, the Pratt kid.
70 miles per hour.
So, ball outside. And runner goes. Tough pitch to throw. Just a bit outside, way outside actually. It kind of took Chase's momentum, and there wasn't any way that he was going to be able to throw him out. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Mag Heights put a 4 spot on the board, 4-0. And curveball just missed inside. And that'll do it. Hayes gets Weldon on a strike 3 swinging, and that will do it for the Chiefs in the top of the 4th, but not after. Top of the 3rd, but not after the Chiefs get 4, capped off by the 2-run homer by Pratt. So we will go to the bottom of the 3rd. 4-0. Mag Heights will return after these quick messages.
Dr. Frank Wade at 149 Pediatric in McGee for all of your health care needs. Dr. Wade has been supporting the McGee community for over 35 years, and he has been an unwavering supporter of the SEA Cougar football program and the SEA Cougar live stream. Go Cougars! Come see Dylan Sanford and all the wonderful people at Assured Partners in McGee, handling home, auto, life for you and your family for over 50 years. And they are a proud supporter of Simpson Cougar football.
We're back. Bryce Williams up, been swinging a hot stick lately. And fastball just on the inside corner.
miles per hour.
Ball in. And hard hit right back up the middle for a base hit. And look, Brock's been hitting it good.
He really has.
For the last month and a half. I mean, since that slow start early, he's really put together a really good season as far as hitting the ball hard. Productive at bat there.
Number 17, Brady McKinney.
Now let's see if we can advance him and get that run home. We are so desperate to get something going here, to respond after they put a big number on the board here. McKinney up, freshman. And well struck to right center. And, to right, and the right fielder goes down on the knee.
Makes a good play on it.
Makes a good play. Yeah, look, that ball was hit well, though. Really good at bat right there by McKinney. And brings up Walker.
Now batting number 4, Cade Walker.
And Walker had a great game against them last year at home. Hit one off the base of the wall in center, had an RBI single. He was kind of the source of our offense, and it would be something really good if he could do that today. Really provide a little bit of.
Well, he's been the our 9-hole guy. He's been able to flip the order for us time and time again. We really need a good night from him to create that spark and get our order flipped so our hitters can get back in there and do some damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Two balls and a strike here to Walker, 1 out. And ball just caught the outside corner. I don't know. That was like a ball from my vantage point there.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good zone. I thought that was a little bit of a miss, but
2 balls, 2 strikes here. And, yeah, he did. So, struck him out there on a check swing. And
Now batting number 1, Braden Duncan.
and that'll be 2 outs here. Duncan, a good at bat, last at bat, singled to start the game off. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd.
87 miles.
Ball out. And ball inside corner. Good swing by Duncan. And ground ball to short. And bang, bang at first. Just got him. And so that'll retire the Cougars. No runs. Leadoff base hit by Williams. No errors. And we will go to the top of the 4th inning. Mag Heights 4, Cougars nothing. We'll take a quick break and return after these sponsors.
We would like to thank Landry Adcock and Landmark Surveying for continuing to be an unwavering supporter of SCA Cougar football and SCA Cougar Livestream. Go Cougars!
This is Chris Curley of Main Street Realty. We would like to thank our customers for the support over the last 17 years as we've served you. We now have locations in Richland as well as McGee, serving a 5-county area. We have a team of experienced agents here to help you with all your real estate needs. We can be reached at our McGee office at 601-849-3226 and in our Richland office at 601-326-3030. We look forward to the opportunity to serve you.
Family owned and family run, Zip's Restaurant has been providing McGee with great food, including the Zip Burger and special.
And we're back. Buford up 4-0. Mag Heights. Buford 9-hole hitter here. We really need to get this kid out.
yeah, I was just thinking, we need another
Nice pitch.
inning like we did in the 2nd, where we had a crisp, clean
8-pitch.
8-pitch inning. We need something similar to stay in this game.
I agree. We just, I'd love to be able to get this guy out, cut the top half. And good job by Barrett to cut it. Okay. Wi-Fi dropped for just a minute. So.
Yeah, last 2 weeks have been awesome.
Oh, we're back, Drew. And we're back. Fly out to center for Duncan, to Duncan, to get the Cougars out of the top half of the 4th. McKinney up here, and 4-0 Mag Heights. The one big inning in the 3rd has been the difference right now. Really need to do something here with the meat of our order coming up. And McKinney, really good play by the 3rd baseman. And he dive and play by the 3rd baseman. Is that Pratt? Does he play 3rd? Look, really good job. He's making splash plays, the 2-run home run, and now takes away a surefire single from McKinney. Kennedy up. Had a good solid at bat last at bat. Ended up striking out, but saw about 8 pitches fouled off, a good many of them before the changeup got him. So 0-1 here after he fouls back pitch number 1. And another changeup. And, you know, I'll say this, that changeup, to me, it was always a very difficult pitch to hit, the most difficult. And Ben's having a tough time with it right now.
80 miles per hour.
And another change, fouled off. Oh, 2,
88 miles
and
per hour.
fastball up and away.
Miles per hour.
Curveball there,
Miles per hour.
falled off, ground ball to second. Easy play for the Chiefs to retire Kennedy for the second time tonight. So 2 outs.
Now, batting for the Cougars, number 12, Chase Adcock.
Chase Adcock coming up. Struck out his last at bat.
Miles per hour.
Ball outside and high.
Miles per hour.
So 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Should be a very hittable pitch here. And well hit to left center.
Get down, ball.
That's going to get down for extra bases. Adcock on his horse. That's going to be close at second. And he dives in for a double. Good job right there. Good AB. And Adcock with a missile.
Such a well-struck ball.
Yeah, and look, that's what happens. You get ahead in the count, 2-0.
Yep, forced the issue.
Yep, grooves him a fastball, and he does what he's supposed to do with it. Hits a missile, bounces off the wall, one hops off the wall. Reed in to run.
Number 5, Gage Smith.
Gage up here, and they just all fastballs in first at bat and struck him out on 3 pitches. And looks like they're same. That's going to be a tough play. Well, Gage not running because of the bad hammy. And he started off running.
He's done.
That was a hit. Yeah, he started off fast and he quit.
And
That didn't go good.
dadgummit. So ends the 4th. We'll take a quick break, return after these messages.
For over 50 years, and we are proud to have them as a sponsor for SEA Cougar football. Call Anthony Smith and 49 Service Center at 601-847-6700 for all of your automotive needs, and they will get you situated. They have been a proud supporter of Cougar Athletics and Cougar Live Stream. Go Cougars! Come see Dr. Frank Wade at 149 Pediatric in McGee for all of your health care needs. Dr. Wade has been supporting the McGee community for over 35 years, and he has been an unwavering supporter of the SEA Cougar football program and the SEA Cougar live stream. Go Cougars! Come see Dylan Sanford and all the wonderful people at Assured Partners in McGee, handling home, auto, life for you and your family for over 50 years, and they are a proud supporter of Simpson Cougar football.
And we're back. Top 5 here.
9, Quincy Pratt.
Pratt up, 2-run homer last time.
Miles per hour.
And fastball right there. Good job with the off-speed pitch.
Miles per hour.
And nice pitch. Made him look bad there on that swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And really good job.
Yeah, that was a very awkward swing on those 2 breaking balls, so we know what we're going to go back with when he comes back up.
Absolutely.
Now batting for the Chiefs, number 2, Shaw Coley.
Yeah, he got nothing but fastballs, I believe.
Miles per hour.
Good pitch right there.
Yeah, now look, if he can stay there with that pitch, we got a good shot to stay in this game.
No balls and a strike. 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
69 miles per hour.
72.
Miles per hour.
Fastball bounced up the middle for a base hit. CNI single there.
Where's that come from, Josh?
CNI single?
Yeah, seeing that
I
thing.
don't know.
It's good. I mean,
Figured you
I've
knew.
always heard that. I've always heard it. Seeing that, we're gonna pull that up.
Grok AI.
I was Google.
Google woke. Grok AI.
It's called a seeing eye single because it appears the ball had eyes and knew exactly where to go to avoid being caught by the fielders.
Oh, there you go. Let me restate that. Google tired. Grok AI wired. Isn't that what the
I have no idea.
youngins say? I think they do.
Do they say that?
Yeah.
Well, Google's AI brought me to seeing eye dog, so I don't think that's what I need.
All right, just got a report on Gage. He did not re-injure it. He just can't run. Trying to make something healed that's just not healed yet. So
A little frustration on his part, just not being able to,
yeah,
do what he wants to do. So
That's right.
Glad to hear that he's not, hurt. He's just, hates that he's
right.
inhibited.
Right. It reminds me of Ben last year in the same game. He hit a couple of baseballs hard, had 2 choppers that I felt like he could run out, but his hamstring, and he couldn't run at all.
81 miles per hour.
2-2 here to the hitter. 1 out. Big AB right here for Hayes. You get this guy out, you're in the bottom half of the lineup with 2 outs. You probably get out of this inning unscathed. He's probably getting close to 75, 80 pitches.
Yeah, he's right at 80. Good breaking pitch.
Yeah, really good breaking pitch right there. Really need him to go as long as he possibly can go.
Yeah, it's the biggest game of the season. We need to see just how far we can go. And barring that third, he's had a really good,
Oh,
outing.
really good. I mean, look, I don't think you can complain about it one bit. You know, how many walks he had? 2 walks, something like that,
Let me check the box.
or 2 hit batters, maybe a walk or 2. But
One
he's
walk. He's had 3 Ks
runners going.
and 3 hit by pitches.
So he's making them work, making them have to hit the baseball. And look, Mag has some pretty good hitters. They've done that. They've hit it pretty well.
And look, his strike rate right now is around 61, 62%. So he's being pretty, efficient with his balls and strikes.
Yeah, around the zone, quick pick. And looks like they got something on here. If it's a straight steal or a hit and run, it's a good count to run on. If you trust that the hitter is a good contact hitter,
Right.
He's protecting. It's going to be a de facto hit and run if you don't put it on, if you get that guy in motion.
Mm-hmm.
So full count.
Let's go, Hayes. Good pitch.
And nice pitch. Fooled him and got him swinging. And look, can't say enough about Hayes' outing. He has done a great job today. And he just got to finish it up, get out of this inning, and try to give us at least one more good, clean inning.
Yeah, I'd love to see him come back in top of the 6th.
Oh, we've got to, I think.
68 miles.
Good pitch.
He's really locating that breaking ball, starting a lot of hitters off with it, which I think
Stay right there.
it's a good strategy here against this lineup.
69 miles per hour.
One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Mag Heights 4, Cougars nothing.
82 miles per hour.
And just a bit outside with a fastball.
Had a good run, just missed,
Yeah,
missed
look,
his mark.
not bad. You don't want to walk this kid. 2 balls and a strike here. And ground ball to third. That's going to get through. That'll be a base hit.
Now batting number 14, Braden Buford.
That brings up Buford. And jammed him. That's going to be a tough play. And Hendricks, it's kind of tough play. Maybe should have made it. I mean, that's another one of those.
I don't know. That was
Got to make in this
you gotta
situation.
Make that. You got to sell out and try to get that. But again, super tough play to make. And we've talked about it, ad nauseum tonight that we've got to make some plays that are above routine.
Yeah, that play's got to be made. 9-hole hitter. It flips the lineup back. This is probably their best hitter, or one of. He's had 3 really, really solid at bats, or 2 really solid at bats.
I think you just come back with that breaking pitch.
77 miles per hour.
Come back with that breaking pitch, force him to, do something with that. Maybe we can force a pop-up, ground ball type thing.
Yeah, that would be good. And there it was. Really good pitch right there.
Yep. That's where I want him to stay.
1 ball, 1 strike. What they scored his at bat last time, a hit or an error?
I believe a hit.
Okay.
Let me check.
1 ball, 1 strike. And ball's out. Quick pick. Oh, Oh,
Yeah, they gave him a double.
okay. That almost went into left right there. Hendricks did a good job of smothering that up and picking it. And that's a tough pick with the base right there and the runner sliding back down up the line. 2 balls and a strike. This is a tough pitch right here. And ball hit deep to the right. That ball is out of here. And you know, that's a tough right there. You know, 2 balls and a strike, bases loaded. You know, you got to give him something decent to hit, and he's a good hitter, and that probably extends the lead out to where it's going to be very difficult for us to win this baseball game. But the beautiful thing about baseball is there's no time limit. You got to get us out 27 times.
That's right.
So, you know.
Now batting for the Chiefs, number 11, Trey Miller.
You look at this inning right here and you think to yourself, you know, and we talked about it, the chink ground ball to third right there.
Yeah.
And even the ground ball, the CNI single in the 6 hole, you know, and we talked about it with Cade, but you'd like to see one of those plays be made in this game. You know, it's just because one mistake turns into 4 runs.
Right. We had to, you know, tonight we had to play, to me, we had to play a really good, let's see, get that ball. We had to play really good defensively, but we also had to play above ourselves in some situations, and I think we're 0 for 3 in those situations. 0 for 4.
Yeah, I mean,
That's right, 0 for 4.
You know, 4 opportunities, like you said, where, you know, they would be good plays. They would be great plays in some instance. But against this team, like, you have to make a couple of those plays.
Yeah.
Because
we needed to make a couple of them.
Yeah.
Stay in the game, stay competitive.
Well, you think about it. You know, the first one, they end up scoring 4 runs on that. And then that one right there, I mean, we got 2 outs. Like, you make one of those plays, that's 4 less runs. You know, and all of a sudden, if you make 2 of those 4 plays, it's what, 2-0, 3-0. And we're within striking distance. 8-0 feels
insurmountable, right?
Yeah,
it really
feels
does.
It feels like it's going to be very, very difficult. You know, going to the bottom of the 5th, Cougars just have not had great success. We've had a couple of balls that squared up, and honestly, a couple of balls that have been hit hard but at people. You know,
we've had 3 hits, no walks, and 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, you know, that's not a recipe for success. And, you know, we talked about it last week. You know, this lineup, we've just got to find ways to manufacture base runners and to, once we get base runners, we've had 2 base runners on with nobody out, and they have been stranded at first.
Yeah.
You know, and one of them got thrown out at second after in the first inning, Duncan trying to steal after the out, and then Bryce leadoff single and get stranded at first. You know, we at least got to move them and at least put pressure on them with runners in scoring position where if they do make a mistake, we can take advantage of it.
Right.
Hendricks McGee up. Had a good at bat his first AB, and that was close to rolling fair. I'd like for Hendricks to get out of the box and run right there. That ball, you know.
It had a little almost cue ball type.
Oh, it had spin on it.
It had some spin. It looked like it might have come back.
That's right. And look, as much as I harp on a foul ball back in the air, like out of the stadium, out of play, running, I think that's kind of stupid. A ground ball down the line, you got to sprint.
Got a little movement. You need to.
Yeah, you got to sprint out the box. You know, good hard swing right there by McGee. And his first at bat, line shot to deep right. But finds himself 0-2. Got to do a good job of battling here.
78 miles per hour.
Change up outside.
Glad to see him lay off. You know, he's had a little trouble laying off those low and away pitches, trying to do too much, and good to see him lay off of that.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
76 miles per hour.
Spiked it.
And ground ball. I'm impressed by the shortstop. Really.
You know, I have been too. He's been very smooth, almost glides around, almost like
Yeah.
he's kind of floating above the dirt there.
You know, getting himself in position to make that throw before the ball gets to him, to where it's just boom, and then
Almost kind of anticipates where the ball's going to be, and he's already there and has got his feet set. So just quick transition out of his hands and makes the play. So
he's
very difficult to get past him.
And look, he's an impressive player. I saw him hitting when he's in the 2-hole. He doesn't look impressive physically.
Yeah, he's kind of a thin kid.
Right. He's hit 3 lasers, and he's walked.
Excellent at bats by the guy.
Line shot to left for a single, line shot to center for a single, and then a line out right there to right. So he's been very impressive. And hard hit ball, and good job right there by Pratt. But another pretty good at bat by Williams.
It was a hard hit ball. I thought Pratt made a pretty good play on there. Quick feet, reacted very well, and again making us work for everything.
So McKinney up, last at bat, lined out to right. Curveball misses on the outside. And another curveball or slider there for a strike.
That was an excellent pitch.
One ball, 1 strike here to McKinney.
Another breaking pitch.
Yep, backdoor slider, backdoor curveball right there. Just caught the outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. I figured they'd bust him in with a fastball here, maybe.
Yeah, looks like it.
No, they're going back to the outside corner, maybe up. No, that's right. They maybe thinking that we have the we're calling out locations or something. He started early on the outside corner, but busted him inside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, setting up for the curve, and he got him to swing. And the Cougars will go down in order after that strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Mag Heights 8, Simpson 0. We'll have a quick break, and we'll return after our sponsors for the top of the 6th.
We would like to thank Landry Adcock and Landmark Surveying for continuing to be an unwavering supporter of SCA Cougar football and SCA Cougar Livestream. Go Cougars!
This is Chris Curley of Main Street Realty. We would like to thank our customers for the support over the last 17 years as we've served you. We now have locations in Richland as well as McGee, serving a 5-county area. We have a team of experienced agents here to help you with all your real estate needs. We can be reached at our McGee office at 601-849-3226 and in our Richland office at 601-326-3030. We look forward to the opportunity to serve you.
Family owned and family run, Zip's Restaurant has been providing McGee with great food, including the Zip Burger and special sauce, for over 50 years. And we are proud to have them as a sponsor for SCA Cougar football. Call Anthony Smith and 49 Service Center at 6700 for all of your automotive needs, and they will get you situated. They have been a proud supporter of Cougar Athletics and Cougar Livestream. Go Cougars. Come see Dr. Frank.
Cooking. And we're back. Barnes up, 3-hole hitter. Have a pitch and change here. Braxton Baldwin in for Hayes Algie. Hayes, good job. Just a couple of pitches, and like we talked about, really good pitch there by Braxton, and he's going to have to live with that curveball.
Yeah, he's because he doesn't have that velocity. We've mentioned it time and time again. He has to locate that curveball early and often.
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
of them a little bit.
And look, and we've talked about this. The velocity's coming with him because he's a quick
100%.
switch athlete.
I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, he's just a freshman, a true freshman, and
75 miles per
he, a couple more years of maturity, and he's going to be really pumping that thing up. So 2 balls and a strike.
True freshman versus redshirt freshman.
Yeah, that's right. We got a couple of them,
A couple of redshirt freshmen.
Yeah. 4. Colt, Tata. Sly's not really. He's not redshirt.
miles per hour.
He's JV. But no, the way I look at it is the other ones cannot play JV. You see what I'm saying? Like, they cannot, like any JV football, JV basketball, they cannot play JV because they got held back in the 8th grade. You see what I'm saying? So they have to be on the high school team. Yeah, that's true. I mean, so walk.
Walk. So, Josh, did you hear the conversation about the grilled chicken tenders at Zaxby's?
I did, but I don't want to give T.O. any airtime because he is not paid for any sponsorship.
Well, look,
so go to Zips.
That is a revelation to me, man. That's a game changer.
Drew. Hey, go to Zips. They have unbelievable grilled chicken
I've destroyed the grilled chicken.
until Zaxby's comes through with a sponsorship for the live stream.
Miles per
Oh, he got that call right there.
Pitch outside for a strike. And look, when I
grilled
was
chicken tenders on top of the salad at Zips.
incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. And Zips. Zip sauce for
I go
sure.
ranch on my salad at Zips.
I will give a shout out to Zips. They prepared all the food for the basketball athletic banquet last night. It was unbelievable. Had 100 people there, and they fed all those hungry young men and young ladies that were represented last night for the basketball programs. Fly ball, can of corn
Underneath.
out there to Duncan,
Good.
and that'll be the first out of the inning.
So I meant to ask you, did you? How long was your speech? How long was your?
1 hour and 6 minutes. I shut it down. I went 40 minutes shorter than last year.
That's incredible.
I had an outline. I stuck with it, and produced a highly efficient speech. Yes.
That's impressive.
Nice curveball there for a strike.
Was
Yeah.
condensed to an hour-long speech.
Yeah, condensed to an hour-long speech. But, when you're talking about the guys, and I mean, this, on my side, I get on them all the time. And so one night out of the year.
You get to praise them.
That's right. And not just the guys that play. Ground ball down the left field line. Could be extra bases. Will be extra bases. So that'll be a double for Pratt. And he's had a good night hitting.
No, that was a single. I mean, a double.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the athletic banquet. I like to communicate and highlight every single player because a lot of the times, and we'll wait after a good pitch to start. Ooh, just missed maybe a little up. That was a really good pitch.
Up. It had a lot of arc in it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he hit it. He hit his spot. It just may have been too much arc in it.
Yeah, it looked like a good pitch to me.
75
And fastball on the outside, just missed, 2-0. Well, back to the guys in the banquet. Nobody gets to see how hard the guys that don't play work.
Right.
And ground ball to short, and McKinney up with it and throws it in the dirt, and that'll be 2 runs scored. So that'll
a rare miss pick right there by
Yeah.
Bruce. He has saved us a lot of runs and a lot of a lot of stuff. So can't say enough good of what Bryce has done this year. But so that's a rare miss on him.
Yeah, but man, that's a hard play to make. I mean,
It is.
Barrett, he's got to make that's a routine throw. You know what I mean? He's got to make that throw. He's too good of a player. He's too good of a player to throw that in the dirt and just rely on Bryce to and he does. Bryce has excellent hands. He's a great picker of the baseball at first base, but man, you go to the well too many times like that, and eventually you're not going to pick one.
Right.
And in no man's land, look, a foul ball. Brady, good job there by Barrett to pick it and get the force out, the unconventional 9-6 fielder's choice.
I like it.
But we'll take the out. Simpson, we gave up 2 runs right there.
Yeah, that's big runs because I think now we're in mercy rule.
10-run rule territory.
We got to score.
Yeah, we got to get a run or 2 next inning. And I felt this way last year. I did the stream last year in I guess it was game 2 maybe. And I felt like the score was not indicative of how close the game was. I feel that way today. We're
What you think? Three at bats, maybe 3 or 4 plays.
Yeah, 3 or 4 plays
That's
is the
incredible
separator.
to think. But again, we've talked about this team is so good. This Mag Heights team, such talent from top to bottom that we have to make routine, and we had to make a few of those plays above routine,
Right.
and it cost us.
Yeah, that's right. And so Mag Heights with 2 runs there in the top of the 6th, bottom of the 6th coming up for the Cougars, and we just have not had, and I think that one of the things, the stark difference is, I don't think Mag Heights is like just this incredible hitting team, but they get such production at every spot, whether it be working counts, getting base runners on, and then their big hitters. I mean, if you think about it, 1 through 5, every one of those hitters have hit the ball hard majority of their at-bats.
We talked about approach at the beginning of the game. Mag Heights has phenomenal approaches at each guy. Every one of them have phenomenal approaches. I mean, aside from, I think, the breaking ball on the guy earlier, the at-bats have, they're not swinging and missing at balls outside the zone. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to, hitting runs. So well-coached team, talented top to bottom. Like I said earlier, they make you work for everything.
Yep. And
Leading off for the Cougars in the bottom of the 6th, number 4, Cade Walker.
all of a sudden, we have to scratch a run here. So Walker up. Would love to see him get on base and start this thing up. We need to scratch a few here just to keep the game going. Curve ball there on the outside corner for a strike.
Jackson just brought me a couple of Skittles. I hadn't had Skittles in a long time. Man, these are good.
Oh, yeah, Skittles, amazing.
Concession stand Skittles, they're good. They don't taste like pickle or anything. They're really good. It's been a while.
It was ranked as the worst food item that you can consume in the world.
That's pretty bad.
I know, a Skittle.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just gelled sugar. I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, but it's basically like putting a toxic pill into your body. But, hey, you throw me a red Skittle, I'm going to eat it, Duncan up 1 for 2.
Oh, God.
73 miles.
It says one of the ingredients of Skittles is titanium dioxide, which has been linked to cancer in animal studies.
Spit it out.
But it's good.
84 miles
Well.
per hour.
Speaking of, we're bringing this back,
1 mile
the sunflower seed rankings. We're up at Bio. They had every flavor imaginable at the track meet and at the baseball game all week. I was in Cleveland more last week than McGee. I mean, we stayed up there.
Yeah,
I think 4 days we were up there. Spent the night, a couple of nights, anyway, I got a wide variety of the Biggs sunflower seeds, and I frankly, I'm not impressed. The barbecue was subpar.
Yeah,
The ranch
you gave me the
was
ranch.
not good. The ranch was not good.
The ranch flavoring was not great. The seed itself,
Oh, yeah, seed's good, but like
fine.
David it clears the big sunflower
tried
seed
and true.
brand, like
Tried and true.
so much. David Ranch, David Barbecue, the gold standard
Yeah.
of sunflower seeds. And that ball's popped up, and that'll be 2 outs. 1 out away from the Chiefs taking the first game of this series.
Now batting number 9.
But yeah, we got to rework our tier because I think the taco one the other day, and if you slot it with the Bigs, it's better than the barbecue. It's better than the ranch. The ranch was not good.
Yeah, it didn't even taste like ranch to me.
Nice hit right there by Kennedy to keep it going. And now all of a sudden, if Chase can drive this run in,
We can keep playing some ball.
yeah, we can keep playing baseball. So would love, he absolutely hammered one last AB, bounced off the wall for a double.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 12, Chase Adcock.
But yeah, the taco from the Bigs is probably pretty good. And the dill pickle, it's not bad either. I mean,
I'm not a dill pickle. That's through.
ball hit. Oh yeah,
Let's take it.
scoring.
Score. Let's get a score.
So this ball game will not be over, and the Cougars play to run. So 10-1.
So we can keep playing.
I would venture to say that was a hit.
Let's check.
Looked like an RBI single. Could they call it an error? They could. It was kind of 50-50. You could go error. Depends on what you how you see
They
it.
gave him hits hard ground ball error.
Okay, gave him an error.
Yeah. Honestly, I probably would have gave a hit.
So Gage Smith up.
No,
And
he just goes off what people tell him.
They turn around and tell him.
Yeah, they
And
tell him what to put in there.
good swing there by Gage. Man, I'll tell you what, I'd love for him to catch one here.
Yeah.
Hit one out of here.
I mean, why not? Let's Prosec's up to 70. Ooh, that's trouble.
Snap throw. Go. Go, Ben. Ben could score there. And he holds him at third. And they throw behind Spencer Reed, the courtesy runner, and he gets back. So 1 ball, 1 strike. No, 0-2. They call that a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes here.
Who said 0-2?
Blue. Yeah, yeah.
He just did this.
Yeah, he did 0-2.
He went 0-2 now.
And they are peppering Gage on the inside part of the plate. That was the strategy, probably just, hey, we're going to bust him in. If we hit him, we don't care. Because, they are in. And it's coming back in, looks like, yeah. And he left that one over the plate. Go, Spencer. And looked like Reed kind of got a bad jump right there at second. Warren held him up. And RBI single for Smith right there. Two runs across the plate for the Cougars, 10-2.
Yep.
And so
Gonna be number 13.
McGee here. We got
Curtis or
a pinch runner
runner.
Coming to the plate, number 18.
for Smith.
McGee.
I don't think we need to do anything too wild over there at first. We got a runner at third. We got Hendricks and Bryce.
No.
Don't get any wild ideas over there.
And, Hendricks had a good at bat his first AB. Second AB kind of got behind and ground ball to short. Would love for him to jump on something early, and he did. And chopper to short, and that'll retire the Cougars. But not before we get 2 on the board and cut the lead back to 8 for Mag Heights. So 10-2. Cougars scratch 2 across the plate, and we will play the last inning of the ball game here, top 7. As we go into it. We go into the top of the 7th. I kind of left y'all hanging there on the top 7. Y'all is in you.
They knew.
So, yeah, back to the sliding scale of the sunflower seed rankings. David, the unquestioned gold standard brand, just the regular, the barbecue, the ranch. I even like the pumpkin seeds better than Biggs. You ever had those? Oh, they're amazing.
Really?
Yeah, I actually, after college, I actually transferred from sunflower seeds to pumpkin seeds. They had pumpkin's got a little bit of a sweeter seed, and I liked it better. So I ditched the sunflower seeds. What's that? Oh, they had those. I didn't try them. They had the Cajun dill pickle at Bayou. They had a huge variety, but I have not tried the Cajun dill pickle.
Yeah.
You like those? I've had the Old Bay season. They're solid. I think they're better than the taco.
Yeah, I like the flavor of Old Bay. So.
Yeah, but still, you get it and ball outside. It still doesn't meet my expectations when I get it.
Is some of your do you think some of that is nostalgia or just
I don't, because the packaging is so good from Biggs. Like, it makes it
look really
it makes it look like, man, these are going to be good.
Yeah, good marketing on their
Yeah, but it ends up,
just kind of underwhelmed.
Yeah, underwhelmed. So,
well, I know when I tried the ranch with you up in Cleveland, it just did not taste like ranch. It really didn't. It tasted like fake ranch. I guess if that makes sense.
it was not good.
It was not.
I know.
Like they were trying too hard, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. We'll have to get, ball outside. 2 balls and a strike here. So next game for the Cougars, 6:30. It'll be a later start, 6:30 on Thursday up in Senatobia. 4 and 6:30. Okay, so I'm sorry, doubleheader. I just saw it it popped up on my game changer, but they put in the 4 o'clock game first. So yeah, it'll be an early start. So 4 o'clock doubleheader, if necessary. We'll have to go up and beat them on their home field. And watching tonight, I mean, it can, I think we can do it, but again, we'll have to play not just solid, we'll have to play exceptionally well. I don't know. I would assume that Ben is going to get the starting nod, I would think.
I would think so too. I don't know exactly kind of what he's thinking.
Or Hendricks.
But
and
yeah, you got to find some velocity, I think.
Yeah, Landry just said he thinks Hendricks might be the starter on the second game. And look, Hendricks has some velocity, got a little toughness to him on the mound.
Yeah,
a little swagger.
Where was he sitting? About 85? Was
yeah, I know he hit 85 a couple of times. But it'll be an uphill battle. These guys are pretty good, and just like tonight, I felt the same way last year, where it's like, you don't feel like they got 9 or 10 runs on you. They just, they get runners on and they get them in when they have threatening opportunities. You know,
Right.
they've had some really big hits, a couple of home runs, have provided 6 of their runs, and Baldwin balked. He flinched his shoulder when he was in the set position. He flinched his shoulder, and that's a violation. Prosek up here, and you know, he hurt us last year, hit a home run on us last year here, hit one off the wall last year, and hit a grand slam today. And he's just been a tough out. I don't know if we've gotten him out. We haven't gotten him out all game, and we're going to walk him, and we're going to intentionally walk him here.
Yeah, you know, create that for us. Bags open, put him on. Now we got to force it every bag.
Yeah,
Number 11, Trey Miller.
it makes sense. And, you know, talking about the Miller kid, you know, looking at him, he looks like a young player. Doesn't really look the part, but
Yeah, he does.
he's been very, very impressive today. I don't know a whole lot about any of these guys.
Yeah, just,
I remember the
you know,
Prosek guy from last year and the Pratt kid, maybe his brother from 2 years ago. And throw behind, and courtesy runner gets back.
You know, just if you were to equate him, he's kind of got that Profar type look. You know, the MLB kid that just he doesn't look the part, but he just is able to do some really, you know, incredible things defensively and hit well. And the same thing with him. He just, I mean, hit that. Oh,
yeah, ball hit foul and deep.
yeah, hit it in the trees. Thankfully, foul. I mean, so he's got some pop. I mean,
Yeah, that was. I mean, he's got a live bat and does a good job at short. I've been impressed with this young man. And strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Oh, just missed. Not a bad pitch there by Braxton. Just a bit inside. And fouled off. Coach K makes a play with his clipboard.
hangs on to it.
And ball outside.
You done?
Ball up, and that'll be ball 4. Another good at bat by that young man. And that was a battle right there.
Now batting number 13, Ethan Barnes.
Who do we have that's lefty in the bullpen? Is it Wyndham?
Scares me. Jeez, scares me.
Wynn warming up in the bullpen.
Break him in half.
Looked like a changeup, and that hit him. And that'll drive a run in.
Now batting number 21, Preston Sowell.
You know, Braxton just had a couple of tough outings his last few, but I think it's more about the competition that we have played, where he's facing some really good hitters, and if he can't get that that curveball over consistently and get behind in counts, it makes it difficult, for him to have success.
We've mentioned it that in order for him to have success at this level at his age, he has to have that breaking ball locate early. And when he loses that command, it's difficult.
Yeah, another ninth grader here, Wynn Dunn. One appearance in high school, had a good appearance against East Rankin a few weeks back. And, again, same thing. You know, Wynn's going to be a really good pitcher. He's not going to overpower you. He's smart and tough. And, again, he's going to have to throw on the corners, on the black, utilize his changeup, his slider, and, try to get us out of this inning. I'm sure Mag Heights watching the warm-ups are thinking that they're going to try to turn and burn on him, but again, Wynn, one appearance and no runs, no hits, and no walks. He had a very clean inning against East Rankin. Now, this is not East Rankin. This is a different monster.
Well, and I know what Case is hoping is that he's got that kind of a funky arm angle from the left side, has a little bit of movement. It'll be in on the righty, so maybe just trying to find a change of pace here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to maybe he can throw the lineup off guard a little bit with a little bit of a slower lefty thrower, and sometimes that works. Remains to be seen here. I'm just hopeful that, and we got the shift on. So really a nice first pitch to start it off. And he forces a pop-up. That's got to be caught. And Kennedy back in shallow right to get the first out. And Dunn, look, 4 hitters in high school, retired all 4 of them. So
Batting number 9, Quincy Pratt.
good job of working ahead. And the one thing about Wynn is, he's a dog now. He's going to compete with you, and he's going to think he can get you out. And that should be out number 2 here. McKinney throwing it all the way home, trying to get the out at home. But 2 outs here. Good job by the Cougars to get these 2 outs. So 12-2, top 7th. Ball just a bit outside. Yeah, I love a good pick right here. And a little slide step delivery right there. Fouls it back, 1-1. And, that's the thing about Wynn. He's small in stature. He's not going to overpower you. But he is going to compete, and he thinks he should get you out.
Oh, yeah.
That looked like a strike right there. Maybe just missed high.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Maybe high, but it's close.
1-2.
Yeah, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. And inside. Oh, got him.
Oh, yes, sir.
Snap throw to first, and he picks him off. And just like that, Cougars out of the inning. So Adcock with his second. Snap, throw behind and gets him out. And so we'll take a quick break and return to the last half of the inning.
At 149 Pediatric in McGee for all of your health care needs. Dr. Wade has been supporting the McGee community for over 35 years, and he has been an unwavering supporter of the SCA Cougar football program and the SCA Cougar live stream. Go Cougars! Come see Dylan Sanford and all the wonderful people at Assured Partners in McGee, handling home, auto, life for you and your family for over 50 years. And they are a proud supporter of Simpson Cougar football. We would like to thank Landry Adcock and Landmark Surveying for continuing to be an unwavering supporter of SCA Cougar football and SCA Cougar live stream. Go Cougars!
This is Chris Curley of Main Street Realty. We would like to thank our customers for the support over the last 17 years as we've served you. We now have locations in Richland as well as McGee, serving a 5-county area. We have a team of experienced agents here to help you with all your real estate needs. We can be reached at our McGee office at 6.
And we're back.
Leading off for the Cougars in the bottom of the 7th, number 15, Bryce Williams.
Bryce up. And Bryce has hit the ball well tonight, 1 for 2. Line shot into center and a hard ground ball with a good play made by the third baseman to retire him. Ball on the outside. Just missed. 2 balls and a strike. I'm sorry, 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0. Two balls and a strike after that take.
Mars up 7-3 in the bottom of the 3rd.
Look like a change up for a strike right there. Another change up, and that got him. So, 1 down.
Number 17, Brady McKinney.
1 down here. Not a very good shot in the press box. I don't know who shot that. The way Coach Lane looked at me, I'm thinking it might have been him.
It was me.
Yeah.
Bank shot just did not.
Curveball hit well, but right at the left fielder. And, you know, Brady has hit 2 balls really hard into the outfield that have just found mitts that have not hit the ground, but really, you know, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, that's too good at bats. Once it leaves the bat, there's not a whole lot you can do. You just hit it on the barrel and,
you know, hit the ball hard and just see what happens.
And down to our last out here. Strike 1 for Walker. Walker 0 for 2 tonight. And changeup misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball in. So two balls and a strike for Walker. Oh, that looked like it missed out, but strike two. Fastball in the corner for a strike. So down to our last strike of game one here at Simpson Academy. And that will do it. Walker goes down swinging, and that'll be the ball game, folks.
Ball game, folks. We would like to have safe travels for everyone going home tonight, and all the Cougar fans need to make that trip up to Senatobia on Thursday. Game will be at 4.
So Mag Heist takes game one, 12-2. And Drew, I really thought that Hayes pitched pretty well.
He did, and you know, our keys to the game were just that. We needed to make a couple of plays. We needed to have a good approach. You know, honestly, we didn't have awful approaches tonight. We really didn't.
Yeah, I mean, look, that kid can pitch. I mean, he touched 90.
You got to give him credit for that.
He was pitching 88, 89. I think he ran it up to 90 one time. But, I mean, he's 88, 90 all night. I think the slowest fastball he threw was 85.
Right.
Had a good curveball. You know, and look, he's a heck of a player. I mean, there's a reason why he's already signed with Ole Miss. And
exactly right.
That's a high-level baseball program.
When you start talking about kids who sign at Division I SEC baseball programs, you're talking about some legit kids.
Right. Even Liberty University, I heard, and Landry said their catcher.
The catcher was going to
Liberty. Look, that's a good baseball program. I played with a guy that played at Liberty. They produce professional players all the time. You know, that's a see you guys. That's a good Division I program.
Oh,
It kind of resembles on the East Coast a South Alabama. You know what I mean? Yeah. That type of team where they're always going to produce solid baseball players. And you know, they were really, really good. And again, we weren't awful. We didn't play super poorly. The thing is, we just didn't play excellent.
And that's what we needed. We needed excellence. When you play such a high caliber team, do I think we're capable of beating this team? Absolutely. Do I think that the score does not reflect what really what transpired? I don't think it does.
Yeah, I feel like maybe
4 plays is the difference in an 8-run game.
Yeah, I think if you best case scenario tonight, I think we lose 5-2.
Right.
You know, I think a couple plays here and there we could avoid the grand slam and the 2-run homer.
Well, again, the grand slam will come back to haunt us because there were a couple of plays there that we could have made.
Right.
Would have taken that off the board. Do we have a different game? Yeah, I think our boys respond a little bit better down 4 versus down 8.
Hey, yeah, that's right. But well, look, that hopefully is not the last broadcast of the year. Hopefully, we can go up to Senatobia and do something that very rarely gets done, which is to sweep a doubleheader at their place. It can be done. Baseball, look, baseball's a strange game that way.
Well, at the end of the day, it's still high school kids playing a game, and there's never a guarantee a win or a guaranteed loss. Ball finds its way through things, and you just never know. So that's why we play it.
That's right. That's why we play. That's why we play the game. As an NFL linebacker once told me, Tom Jackson in the hotel elevator going off the set of Monday night of NFL Countdown in Super Bowl 32, as I was trying to get his autograph as a young buck. He shunned me for the autograph, and I was talking about
maybe some words of wisdom.
I was talking about Denver Broncos, and that's who he played for. And he looked at me and said, Broncos had just got upset, and they weren't. He said, games ain't played on paper. Games ain't played on paper. You got to do it on the field. You got to play. That's right. You got to compete, and you never know. The outcome is uncertain until you play the game. So the Cougars have enough talent to go up there and do it. we have to play exceptional, obviously. Magnolia Heights, I heard they were down, and look, maybe they are, but they're still really, really good.
Really good team.
Yeah.
And I think our keys to victory are still in place. I think we still have to play clean. We have to have good approach, and we have to make a few plays that we probably
could make one in five. Like,
Yeah.
you make that play one every 5 times.
Right.
We got to make every one of them.
we got to make we've got to make those plays.
Right. We had 4 tonight. We were 0 for 4. We need to make at least 2 of them, probably all 4 of them.
2 for sure, probably all 4.
Yep. Well, that does it for us. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will catch you next time, hopefully next week here.
Yeah. Well,
If we
if it is the end, hey man, this has been a lot of fun.
a lot of fun. And look, if we get a wild hair, maybe we take the equipment up there and do it. I don't know where exactly we would set up. I know I'm going to be there for sure. I know you're going to be there, so we might have to just bring the jetpack and get us hooked up and broadcast like we would broadcast for a football game. So that remains to be seen. But if this is the last broadcast, a ton of fun, and if it's the last one, we'll see y'all in football. But hopefully it's not.
Yeah.
So
We'll get it done, man.
yeah, absolutely. Let's shock the world.
That's right.
All right. For Coach Lane, this is Coach McNulty signing off. Go Cougars.